Alright, I'm just going to get started. So this is a poem that I've been working on for a while, and Laura really helped me with it, and I'm here reading for Laura, which is really cool. This book also fits in your pocket, which is really cool. So I'm going to read this poem now. Alright, this is How Many Years. You are the earth the dog displaced. You are the neat little pile. I'm sorry whatever came to haunt ended up a silly ghost. Matt begged him to come, and they listened, I guess. Another Matt says, the reason it's good to have faith is the reason for everything good. The tired shovel begs to differ. The dog begs for tomorrow, but only briefly. Enough dead dogs and we'll have a mountain. Enough faith and we'll evaporate. Certain people are getting there, their skin so soft. I ask how, but maybe it's why. They say exfoliate. I ask how. They say forget the thunderstorms, but the hole is filling up. The dog washes away. The earth is getting tired of being moved around. Like your toothbrush in your purse, then on your counter, then in your purse, then on my counter. Like your dog in a cage in the car. Like sleeping at the top of the hill that can't decide if it wants to be a mountain. Like your dog in the ground, the barking gone. I'd holler, it'd be nice to hear your voice. The thunderstorm chirps, the weirdos in the backyard chirp. The phone is off the hook atop the kennel. The dog is alive at this point. A portal, he thinks, how lovely, how white, how double-ended, how terrible it'd be to make a discovery and die. How lovely if they never had the chance to say, you're wrong. How terrible to buy a dog the day before you die. How convenient to buy a shovel the day before your dog dies. Yeah, it's really nice to be here. This is a nice place. Thanks. Alright, I'm going to read a few poems out of this book, which is called The Fullness of Everything, which has Brian Oliu and Christopher Nugent in it as well. And my poems. So this one's called, Will Someone Please Give Me an Escape Plan? I wish I was an octopus, 8 arms and all those suckers, pestering everyone with my need of touch, my worry of coming unstuck. Dean looks me straight in the eye, says, if I hadn't spent the last 4 years shaking you, I'd swear you were already loose. No, you don't get it. I want to see the holes in the ozone if ever I'm to believe the truth about the direction this all is going. We who are about to die thank you for your generosity with your breath and your poisonous gas and preference for individually wrapped food items. Each day someone wakes, looks in the mirror, mumbles, I have terrible powers. I guess it's better than you're about the only friend I got. Just mangled guts pretending not to be pushing our own buttons. I mean, mashing our own brains. I've had a wet dream is a phrase you don't want to hear from Mother Earth. Sometimes it feels like we're just a bad drawing the real world sketched and called a reflection. In that blank space of refraction, I forgot who I loved and where they went. Get back here, we'll wed and live forever or whatever. Get back here, you can be my mouthful of pills. I'm preparing for the disaster, and if you don't like it, answer me. You want to be clean or you want to be effective? Everybody could use a good beating as a fine answer. Alright, I'm going to read 3 quick ones, and I'll be out of here. Alright, let's see. Oh, this one's cool. Really cool. Alright, we're actually talking about pets on the way over here and how they're weird and stuff. So this is about pets and how they're weird and stuff. It's called On Pets. Alright, we feed these critters, but they don't feed us. What's up with that? That's the whole poem. No, I'm just kidding. PetSmart is a terrible instrument for not being sad. Like how the vacuum fish in the aquarium make horrible housekeepers hard as they try. After her leg got lopped off, I drew Grandma a picture of our dog orbiting like a furry moon around her face to prove she was still a worthy planet. Truth is, pets seem destined to either do us in or make our arms so worn from cuddling we can't even stand it. As a child, I was obsessed with cats. How if you squeezed real tight, they hardly existed. Woo! That thing. Christopher does this thing where you go, woo, but his makes noise and mine just goes, Alright, anyways. This one, usually when I read this, lately I've been reading in this like extra large Hooters t-shirt and these weird pants that are really big. And I usually like get in my shirt and roll around and read this, but I'm not gonna roll around tonight, but if you want to roll around later, let me know. This is called Who, What, When, Where, Why. Alright.
One man's quest.
One man's quest. I'm not going to tell that story. We can talk later. I'd love to talk to you. You all seem very nice. Alright. I read somewhere, tiny human caught in a tube, which could mean any number of things. Like kids with their chicken McNugget. Oh shit, I'm starting over. I read somewhere, tiny human caught in a tube, which could mean any number of things, like kids with their chicken McNugget belly stuck sideways in one of those red fun tubes. Or maybe it's an article about reproduction, about the 9 months it takes, the time everyone spends worrying how it'll come out, two-headed or dead, or full of life, ready for processed chicken at the edge of an indoor playground. I'm throwing myself in a ball pit here, but I think it was probably a picture of faces, lots of them twisted into shapes like that chart the doctor holds under the light. How much does it hurt? The answer is usually a lot. Why else ask? This is my last one because I'm out of beer. Alright, this is on patience. It's for my dad because he's cool and things. Oh, what a headache all this can be. There's a difference between waiting for rain and pushing your car into a lake. The dog sits with the treat on its nose while its owner stuffs himself with ding-dongs. The mouth is a crazy contraption. I want to sit in a crowded room and feel something other than hurry up. I want to stop ruining my souls with the tapping. My dad said I would have a heart attack before I turned 18. I showed him.